Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today let's go over a medium question that I just solved on my own. So I'm really happy about this because originally I tried this for many months and I kept getting time limit exceeded because I didn't know about this thing called the line sweep algorithm, but I learned it and I was able to solve it on my own today. So let's go over it. So essentially what you're asked to do is you're given the subarray of size n that you want to increase by this amount. And then simply you just want to return the final subarray at the end. So pretty simple. 1 to 2, which is really index 0 to 1. It's like 1 based. And 2 to 3 is really 1 to 2, 0, 1, 2, increment by 20, and then by 25. And then at the end you get this. So then you just return that list. So you can see that your answer is going to be of length n. So let's go ahead and declare a result is 0 times n. Let's print result to make sure that it is exactly n of length. So 5 zeros, n is 5, we're good. So now let's go over bookings. From left to right, let's iterate over every subarray. And let's say the starts and the end and the amount is going to be b of 0, b of 1, and then b of 2. So start, end, and amount. And it's actually going to be -1 because 1 to 2 here really means index 0 through 1. So I'm not sure why they did that, but usually indexes are 0 based. They didn't do it in this question, so you have to manually do it. And now let's just go over the brute force approach, which is what I used to do. So start to n plus 1 and increment result of I, right? That particular subarray plus equals to amount. So at the first turn, your array is going to look like 10, 10, and then the rest is the same, 0, 0, 0, right? And at the end, you can just return result. So this technically works, but again, it's going to be way too slow because this is n squared. So let me show you the technique that I came up with instead. So time limit exceeded. So what you want to do instead is do something clever. So I'm going to show you here 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. For example, if you want to update this section plus equal to 10, what you're going to do is say 10 and then 0, and then this section is 10. We're going to do -10 because what we're going to do is accumulate this at the end, and what you get as a result is 10, 10, 0, right? For this particular section of the subarray, because -10, because what you get is just going to be the current itertools accumulate of this part, which is still 10, and then -10 is back to 0 because we don't want to care about this section. We only want to increment this section by 10. And so same with every other subarray. Basically, anytime you want to increase a subarray by a certain value, you do the start and then the n plus 1, if that exists, if it's not out of bounds, and that's what you get. Because if you accumulate this, it looks like exactly like this, right? So just to make this clearer, right, just align these up better. If you accumulate it, that's what it looks like if you accumulate this. So if you know that, then let's say if the start is the start, if start, we're just going to do result of start plus equals to amount plus equal to 10, right? 0 plus 10 is 10. And then we're going to say if n plus 1 is less than length of result, then result n plus 1, right? We want to increment this subarray by 10. We're going to do the right one -10 because that point we're going to get back to whatever it was before, which was 0, right? Result n plus 1 minus equal to amount. And then if you print result now, what you get is the version that we want to accumulate. So 10, and then 10 plus 45. So this one's 55. And then 55 minus 10 is 45. And then 45 minus 20 is 25. And then 25 minus 0 is still 25. So now what you can do is just return list of itertools.accumulate result, which gives you the answer you want. Exactly like this, right? So there you go. Passes all test cases. It's not the most efficient, but again, I did come up with this on my own. So you could probably do better. But just to show you that I did learn this new technique and I was able to apply it here, so I'm really proud. And hopefully this makes sense. Just to show you some more examples, let's say you want to increment this part of the subarray by 20, right? Plus 20. What you're going to do is you're going to say 20, 0, 0, minus 20, 0. Because now when you accumulate it, you're going to get 20. This is still 20 because we're accumulating everything from before, right? This is still 20. And then here, 20 minus 20 is 0 and 0. And that gives you this whole subarray plus equal to 20, plus 20, right? So really powerful technique. Hope this was helpful. Consider subscribing and stay tuned for more if you enjoy the content. Thank you for watching.